Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Archer Versus. Today, we're going to be tackling the hit show Flash. Oh, right, I almost forgot. This is the 100 subscriber special. Alright, I'm going to do a special set of reviews for you guys. For every 100 subs I cross, I do one of my favorite movies of all time. Think of it as a countdown, with number 10 being Hellboy 2: The Golden Army. The sequel to the 2004 smash hit, The Golden Army sees the return of most characters, save for Agent Myers, who was transferred, and Professor Broom, who, spoiler alert, didn't make it. The original is a terrific movie, don't get me wrong, but I really love this movie much more. The action is terrific, the characters are well written, and the humor is spot on. Here, let me show you. This is Hellboy 2: The Golden Army. We start off with a flashback of Hellboy as a kid raised by Professor Broom. He tells Mini Hellboy a story where we get one of the movie's key elements: kick-ass visuals. Basically, there were three factions: Elf, Beast, and Man. Man, however, was greedy and wanted to rule, sparking a war that left the king of the elves in regret. So, the king had a golden army created, but they caused even more death, and in return, more regret for the elven king. So he decided on a truce. Man sticks to the cities while
the magical beings would own the forests.
However, this didn't settle well with Prince Nuada, who left the area. We next see an auction, where a piece of the golden crown, which is needed to command the army, is being sold off. Nuada makes an entrance.
Let this remind you why you once feared the dark.
We cut to the BPRD as Abe. Hey, it's Doug Jones again! Manning, played by Jeffrey Tambor, fills him in on Hellboy's under-no-cover antics.
Subway. Highway. Park. And he posed for this one.
Well, wouldn't you?
And they show up on YouTube. God, I hate YouTube.
Here's hoping they don't hate me. Manning goes on and on about how Hellboy hates him, while Abe believes it's more between Hellboy and Liz. And speaking of which,
enough to find my toothbrush.
Toothbrush? Wait a minute. It's right there.
Red.
Ew. Manning bribes Hellboy into being discreet.
Like a shadow in the night.
Don't hold your breath on that one. Besides, he had Myers.
Then you had him transferred to Antarctica. That's very discreet.
He said he liked the cold.
They go to the auction house to investigate the attack.
Over 70 guests reported. We have no survivors, no bodies.
Same story here.
Don't call me babe.
Don't ever call me doll.
Ah, a guilty pleasure of mine. I'm going to suffer for that comment, I just know it. After digging around, Abe learns what happened. The guests were eaten by tooth fairies.
Oh, bad, really bad.
I said fairies, not scaries.
My way.
I deserve that. However, in an effort to push Liz out of the way...
God. Liz, you're pregnant.
No, I'm not.
Whoopsie! Anyways, Red and an agent come across a few biters themselves. The fairies are in large numbers, but Liz, Abe, and Red fight them off. Hellboy decides to crush them with a fertility statue, please don't ask, as Liz ignites. Abe gets into a nearby safe when...
Well, here I come.
The idiot's dead. Yeah, let's make a run for it. The city's ours. Crap.
Nuada and his troll friend enter a warehouse which hides his father's castle. But we don't see enough as we find out that Liz is...
Oh, babe. Get your damn hand away from the door.
Red laughs it up before he is informed of an incoming agent. Back to Nuada, and we see him and Wink, that's his troll friend.
I have returned from exile to wage war and reclaim our land, our birthright.
He makes quick work of the guards. No joke, this movie has Matrix beat. But we find that he and Nuala, his sister, have a special bond. When he gets hurt, she bleeds, and vice versa. He then turns his blade on his father, giving us one of the coolest ways to die ever. Even though they took this from the last movie I reviewed. Nuala leaves the area, as the BPRD are introduced to Agent Johann Kraus, voiced by Seth MacFarlane. Him being in a movie like this kind of sticks out like Leonard Nimoy being in a Kingdom Hearts game. I'll buy.
Johann Kraus, at your service.
Okay, the only joke I can think of is to call him a gas bag, but I don't wanna because he's actually a pretty damn cool character. Using ectoplasm, he raises a single tooth fairy back to life.
What? Hey, shoot off the tip of my tail. Yeah, you little...
He says you're rude, brutish, and not very bright.
To a T. He also gets some information as to where the box the fairy was in was sold. The troll market.
Already looked there.
Yes, you have, but not with me, Agent. Not with me. We're moving in.
They locate the market with relative ease. When they come up to a huge lock... Well, I did call him a gas bag. Okay, not only can he revive dead creatures for a short amount of time, he can also control mechanisms to open doors or do things of that nature. Okay, here we go. Big Guillermo del Toro staple number 1. Large markets with amazingly detailed creatures. Hellboy, Abe, and Kraus investigates until Abe comes across Princess Nuala and begins following her. Kraus gets into a bit of hot water, but Hellboy, well... I'm just gonna walk on by like nothing ever happened. Hellboy slaps the other into submission.
Don't hate me anymore.
Chicken.
They spill the beans.
Sorry, kid.
That's alright.
A nice baby.
I'm not a baby, I'm a tumor.
Ew. Abe follows Nuala into a library of sorts.
Why were you following me?
I never said he was a great spy. Doesn't matter, as tall, dark, and fugly shows his mug.
Out now. I'll take care of this. Oh, dear.
Some hero you are! All Abe can do at this point is evade Wink's attacks. Until Hellboy steps in and...
I wouldn't do that if I were you. Wow. Told ya.
That's one way to piss off a prince! They bicker about bringing Nuala back to the bureau.
What do you want?
Oh, you may not care, but there are procedures, rules, and little handbooks that...
She's coming with us. You got that gas bag?
Copycat. Speaking of the pissed prince, he releases the second staple in Guillermo del Toro's movies. A creature that's as tall as a skyscraper, and more detailed than the fine print of a contract. After injuring it, Nuada, being the asshat that he is, forces Hellboy to question his morals.
Like you and I. You destroy it, the world will never see its like again.
It's getting loose!
If you cannot command,
Settle down, Hellboy!
then you must obey.
But Hellboy is forced to put the creature down, showering the portion of the city in flowers. It really is a somber and beautiful moment. Back at the base, Liz has all but forgiven our hero, but she still says she's leaving for a while. Huh. I wonder what that movie is. Maybe I'll review it sometime. Abe chats with Nuala as he learns of her background.
Good night, Princess, Your Highness, Your Majesty, Your ma'am.
Ma'am?
Yes, I did. After my
Shut
accident, he designed this containment suit. A wonderful man. And even then, he was worried about your future.
Stop it! Right now.
Or what? Are you threatening me? Because I think I can take you.
Oh crap.
What's my flaw?
Your temper. It gets the best of you. Makes you weak.
No!
Makes you
Hellboy!
Oh, crap. Johan. 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 Hey. Johan. Come on. Ow.
Okay, that was hilarious. He has the usual drunk buddy talk with Abe, who has never gotten drunk before.
You're in love. Have a beer.
Oh, my body's a temple.
Can't smile without you.
I know.
Yep, I'm gonna need a beer too.
But the shenanigans come to an end. Nuada is at the bureau, looking for the piece of the Golden Crown, and the location to the Golden Army. The alarms go off and Drunk Boy tries to fight, but gets his heart broken. No joke, a part of Nuada's spear, I want that spear, gets broken off and heads for his heart. Anyone who tries to pull it out will cause it to get deeper. Nuada leaves with Nuala, giving Abe an ultimatum. Find the hidden crown piece and bring it to Nuada, or sacrifice Hellboy. This is what I love about this villain. You see, in many shows and many movies, the villain only goes after the leader's psyche. Slade from Teen Titans, the Joker and Lex Luthor for Justice League, Batman and Superman respectively, but not many make others outside of the leader question their morals or gives them an ultimatum like this. Yes, this is called Hellboy 2, but it's equally about Abe Sapien. It's equally about Liz Sherman. It's even equally about Johann Kraus, who at this point seems to have had a change of heart. Seeing Hellboy's predicament reminded him of when he was only human, and stirred some real emotions.
Agent Sherman, Liz, screw the clearance. We will take that plane.
They go to the map's coordinates as a goblin opens passage. First, they head to the Angel of Death, and here we get the only part of the movie I legitimately don't like. As the Angel of Death saves Hellboy, the creature also says how he's meant to bring about the end of the world. This baits for a third movie, but in recent years, Mike Mignola, the creator of Hellboy, has said that he has no plans for a Hellboy 3, even going as far as to say that Del Toro wants to kill Hellboy off. To be honest, I understand that, but that makes this part of the movie seem incomplete. But anyways, the Angel of Death asks Liz if, knowing what I just said, save for the Hellboy 3 not happening part, she would still save him. She chooses to do so. Liz and a revived Hellboy go to the Golden Army chamber where the royal twins await. Abe gives over the last piece of the crown, with the others not knowing that he had it to begin with.
He lied to us!
Abe, old buddy, if we ever get out of this, we gotta talk.
And so they fight the army, 70 times 70 soldiers. And once they destroy a good many of them, they watch as each quickly repair one another. And in order to stop a fight that would seem endless, Hellboy, being of technically royal blood, challenges Nuada for the crown. The two go at it one final time. Okay, that's cool. And I want that damn spear! I swear, I will find a way to own that spear. I'm going to piss some fans off with this comment, but screw the lightsabers! That is the coolest weapon I have ever seen! This has got to be one of the most elaborate fight sequences I've ever seen, to be honest. But the fight ends with Hellboy sparing Nuada's life. As Nuada goes to stab Hellboy in the back, he turns to see that Nuala stabbed herself in the stomach, effectively killing the both of them in a graceful suicide. With his last words, he reminds Hellboy of why he shouldn't protect those who have chosen a path of destruction. Liz melts the crown, permanently shutting the army down. Manning had tracked them to their location, and each one of them hands over their weapon and belt.
On second thought, I think I'll keep this.
We end with Liz telling Hellboy that instead of having one child, they're having twins. I hope you guys understand why I love this movie so much. This is an amazing movie and a terrific sequel. Something many sequels fail to do is to be as good as their predecessors. This movie aced it in every way possible. I can give no score to this. It's my 10th favorite movie of all time, for Luna's sake. I mean, the characters? Brilliantly written and layered. The story? I swear, it felt like something Shakespeare would write. The visuals? If you've been watching this so far, you'd know they're perfectly ace. My only flaw with this movie is that it hints to another sequel that has been all but cancelled. Other than that, it's a near perfect movie. And I hope you guys understand why I say that. Leave a like, a comment, and thank you for subscribing. Have a great day.